Robert Oppenheimer, one of the most influential physicists of the 20th century, was born on April 22, 1904, in New York City. He grew up in a privileged environment with a strong emphasis on education and intellectual pursuits. His father, Julius Oppenheimer, was a successful German immigrant who owned a textile importing business, and his mother, Ella Friedman, came from a wealthy New York family. During his early childhood, Oppenheimer demonstrated a keen intellect and curiosity about the world around him. His parents recognized his potential and provided him with a nurturing environment that encouraged learning and exploration. They exposed him to literature, arts, and science, fostering a love for knowledge that would shape his future endeavors. The Oppenheimer family resided in a brownstone house on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, a vibrant and culturally rich neighborhood. Young Robert was surrounded by a diverse community, which exposed him to a wide array of ideas and perspectives. The city's museums, libraries, and universities became an integral part of his upbringing, nurturing his thirst for knowledge. As a child, Oppenheimer attended the Ethical Culture School, a progressive institution that emphasized critical thinking and social responsibility. The school's educational philosophy resonated deeply with him, fostering his passion for social justice and ethical considerations that would remain with him throughout his life. At the age of 12, Oppenheimer discovered a book on calculus, sparking his interest in mathematics and physics. This early exposure laid the foundation for his future achievements in these fields. He continued to excel academically and entered Harvard University in 1922 at the age of 18. Harvard provided Oppenheimer with an intellectually stimulating environment, and he thrived under the guidance of renowned scientists and scholars. He developed a keen interest in quantum mechanics and theoretical physics, which would become central to his later contributions in the field. After completing his undergraduate studies, Oppenheimer traveled to Europe, where he studied at the University of Cambridge and the University of Göttingen. There, he interacted with some of the brightest minds in physics, further shaping his ideas and understanding of the subject. Returning to the United States in the late 1920s, Oppenheimer joined the faculty at the University of California, Berkeley. He continued to explore quantum mechanics and theoretical physics, becoming known for his brilliance and innovative thinking. His research earned him widespread recognition and solidified his reputation as one of the leading physicists of his time. In the early 1940s, World War II brought a profound change to Oppenheimer's life and career. He was appointed as the scientific director of the Manhattan Project, a top-secret government initiative aimed at developing the atomic bomb. Despite his reservations about the moral implications of such a weapon, Oppenheimer felt a sense of duty and patriotism to contribute to the war effort. The successful development of the atomic bomb was a defining moment in Oppenheimer's life and had a lasting impact on the world. Following the war, he faced scrutiny and controversy due to his involvement in the project, leading to the revocation of his security clearance during the McCarthy era. Despite these challenges, Oppenheimer continued to make significant contributions to physics and academia. He served as the director of the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey, where he mentored numerous young physicists and encouraged interdisciplinary research. Oppenheimer's exceptional scientific background and leadership qualities led him to be selected as the scientific director of this monumental project. In early 1942, as World War II raged on, the United States government established the Manhattan Project, led by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The primary goal was to develop an atomic bomb before Nazi Germany or any other adversary could acquire such devastating weaponry. The scientific community had identified nuclear fission as a potential source of vast energy, and harnessing it for military purposes became a national priority. Oppenheimer was chosen to lead the project due to his reputation as one of the brightest theoretical physicists of his time. He was known for his groundbreaking work on quantum mechanics and astrophysics, which had garnered him widespread recognition in the scientific community. Oppenheimer's recruitment to the Manhattan Project took place in late 1942 when he was appointed as the head of the Los Alamos Laboratory in New Mexico. This laboratory became the primary site for research and development of the atomic bomb. Oppenheimer's responsibilities included overseeing the work of a diverse group of scientists, engineers, and technicians who came together from all over the world to collaborate on the project. The Los Alamos laboratory was tasked with designing and building the atomic bomb, and Oppenheimer played a central role in coordinating these efforts. He encouraged a culture of intense collaboration and intellectual exchange, emphasizing the importance of interdisciplinary work to tackle the complex challenges posed by the project. Oppenheimer's leadership style was characterized by his ability to inspire and motivate the scientists and researchers under his command. He encouraged creative thinking and fostered an environment where scientists felt free to explore innovative ideas. His own deep understanding of theoretical physics and practical engineering made him an effective bridge between the various scientific disciplines involved in the project. The culmination of Oppenheimer's work on the Manhattan Project came with the Trinity test, which was the first detonation of a nuclear device. On July 16, 1945, at the Alamogordo bombing range in New Mexico, the test took place in the early morning hours. Oppenheimer famously chose the code name Trinity for the test, drawing inspiration from John Donne's poem Holy Sonnet the 14th, which includes the line, "Batter my heart, three-personed God." As the scientific director, Oppenheimer played a critical role in the preparations for the Trinity test. He worked closely with the team of physicists and engineers, ensuring that every detail was meticulously planned and executed. The test involved assembling the implosion-type plutonium bomb, nicknamed the Gadget, and preparing it for detonation. During the final moments before the test, Oppenheimer and the other scientists and military personnel waited with anticipation for the outcome. The successful detonation of the bomb marked a moment of triumph and realization of years of intense effort and dedication by the entire Manhattan Project team. Upon witnessing the immense power of the nuclear explosion, Oppenheimer famously recalled a line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." This profound reflection on the consequences of unleashing atomic energy underscored the weight of the achievement and the moral dilemmas raised by the creation of such a destructive weapon. The Trinity test provided critical data and confirmation of the feasibility of nuclear weapons, paving the way for the subsequent bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan in August 1945. These bombings effectively ended World War II, but also raised serious ethical questions and concerns about the use of atomic weapons in warfare. After the war, Oppenheimer continued his scientific career and became an advocate for arms control and peaceful uses of atomic energy. Despite his contributions to the Manhattan Project and his later efforts to promote responsible nuclear policies, he faced political controversy during the Cold War era, as his past associations and political beliefs came under scrutiny. As the scientific director, he played a crucial role in overseeing the development of the atomic bomb, culminating in the Trinity test, which marked a turning point in human history with the advent of nuclear weapons. His reflections on the test's aftermath demonstrated the complex ethical considerations surrounding the use of such powerful technology. Oppenheimer's legacy as a brilliant physicist and his contributions to the Manhattan Project continue to be subjects of historical and scientific interest to this day. J. Robert Oppenheimer passed away on February 18, 1967, at the age of 62. He died of throat cancer, which had been diagnosed several years before his death. Despite receiving treatment, his condition worsened, and he succumbed to the illness at his home in Princeton, New Jersey. After his death, Oppenheimer's body was cremated, and his ashes were scattered over the sea near a beach in Nova Scotia, Canada, according to his wishes. This final resting place was chosen as a symbol of his lifelong love for the ocean and his desire to return to the natural world from which he drew inspiration and solace. The scattering of his ashes was a private event, attended by his family and close friends, paying tribute to the brilliant physicist who had made significant contributions to science and shaped the course of history through his involvement in the Manhattan Project.